Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. So the VCORE line from Yonex has been out for close to 6 months now. How is it doing? Which ones are the winners? Which ones are the losers? Stay tuned. All right, guys. So before I get started, want to thank our sponsor for this show, Racket Aid. Okay, check out Racket Aid if you need a racket strung. I know a lot of you have to drive 20 plus miles to get a racket strung, and possibly have to go back a day or two or three or a week to pick it up. Well, there's a service out there now that can help you out. It is spring. Spring is coming up, right? The sun's coming up. More tennis is going to be played. Dust off those rackets and contact Racket Aid. They'll ship you this cool box that you can stick up to 3 rackets, possibly even 4 rackets in here. And it's so simple. You get the form just like this. Just like what I did, because I went through the service. I told them I want Solinco Confidential, 48 pounds, 2-piece stringing. Okay, so if you want to be like Tennis Spin, 2-piece stringing, Confidential 16L. They started carrying Solinco Confidential now, and as well as Hyper G and Torbite. So, hey, you got no excuses now, and it comes to your doorstep. Okay, so drop it off. Get the box, drop it off at the UPS store, and it comes right back to you real quick. So I got my instructions for them in there. I got my Clash Pro. I put it in, seal it up, send it off, and it comes back strung with a brand new free overgrip too. So RacketAid, check them out. All right, guys. So the VCORE line, the new VCORE line from Yonex has been out for about 6 months now. And just from customers' purchases and feedback, I'm going to tell you which rackets in the line have done well. And surprisingly, which 1 or 2 haven't done so well. So ever since these have come out, I've been really excited because I wasn't a huge fan of that old version of the VCORE, that all red without the blue version. But they've made some great changes to these rackets, and I'm going to tell you the feedback as to what I've been getting from our customers. Okay, so the 100 has definitely been very warm to hot. So every time I demo this racket, I would say it gets a 50% sale rate. So 1 out of every 2 people who try this racket wind up with the 100. So this is a very easy racket to play with. Kind of compares to like an Ultra, Banana Arrow type of racket. Even like maybe a Pure Drive type of racket, but it's more like a Banana Arrow, Ultra, maybe even a Clash without the technology. So it's an easy racket to play with. And if you want 100 square inches and you're a Yonex fan, this is definitely the racket for you. So about a 50% sale rate on this one. The winner of the line has been this VCORE 98. I've been selling, a ton of these. I've had to reorder these 3 times already, and I'm just glad that they have them in stock because quarters and 3/8 are flying off the shelves here. Every time, I would say 7 out of 10 people who demo this racket that are looking for a 98 square inch head wind up buying it. So that's how successful this racket has been. I've even heard from customers that this is the best VCORE 98 ever. So, and that's kind of high praise for a racket like this that's kind of not as well known or popular amongst the mainstream crowd. If you're a Yonex fan, you definitely know this line in the past. It has different names, XI, and other things that I can't remember right now. But this has been definitely the winner of the line. Now, going back, they do make 100 light, which I don't have any right now because I'm sold out of it too. The 100 light has been a moderate seller. So for that person who uses like a Pure Arrow Team, Pure Drive Team, Strike Team, this would be your racket to try and use in the light version. It's about a 50% sale rate on this too, just because that customer, tends to be a little more finicky about brand. So Babolat, Wilson usually wins in that category. In the Wilson, it would be like Clash Light, regular Clash, or Ultra Light. But, there is a significant amount of success with the 100 light. The one that's surprising me too is that the 98 light version of this is also doing well. So again, for that higher end junior looking for that 10-ounce racket, this has been successful. People seem to like the feel of this racket. So not only did they make the 98 well, the 98 light has done well. So again, about a 50%. And people think, 50%, it's half. But in Yonex, 50% is great. In the past, I'd be lucky it'd be 10%. Like if I sell a racket, sell a Yonex racket, one out of every 10 people who demo, that would be great. It's kind of more like 2 to 5% in the past. So definitely Yonex and these VCOREs have definitely come to play. Now, the final racket is the VCORE 95. It's kind of been a slight disappointment in the line. More people are kind of gravitating towards the older version of this. When they took that 0.5 millimeter off the top, it kind of altered something in the racket. It's not quite as, I don't want to say stable, but it doesn't have the same feel and plow through as the older version of the 95. So that's the winners and the possible loser in the line of the new Yonex VCOREs. But they've been selling very well. The 98s and the 100s and even the lights have been killing it in sales. So try those out, demo those out, and I'm sure you'll like them. Okay? Thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis.